Hey guys, welcome back to CB&J. Today we're going to be talking about a game that I found on Twitter, made by a group of guys called Behemoth, B-H-E-M-U-T-T.
Like a play on Behemoth?
I think so, which is awesome. So Behemoth, hopefully it's not Behemoth, and I'm just murdering their name.
You get really excited about this game.
Oh, it's insane.
I remember you rang me and you were like, you need to play this game.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. Like, it's cool when we can find stuff like this.
Yeah, I got super excited about it. Like, it's one of those games where you start playing and you're like, oh, this seems pretty cool. And I got into the combat and I'm like, whoa, this is deep. Like,
that's what got me. When you described the combat, I was like, this could be something really different.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're doing a playthrough of Hammerwatch, which it's an awesome game in its own right. Really, really good combat, good gameplay. But this is completely different, so it's more strategic. Your only weapon is a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
It shoots, hits enemies hard, does quite a bit of damage, but the enemies are quite smart in the way that they confront you. So they actually tend to work together as well. Like, say there's like a little imp dude and there's a wolf.
Yeah.
And if they get close enough together, the imp will actually jump on top of the wolf, which will make the imp faster, and the wolf have someone who can shoot in his back. So you
start fighting together.
Yeah, so you can take out the small dude before you go for the wolf. So
it's interesting. Like when you showed it to me, like rather than like you said, like Hammerwatch, where there's like enemies everywhere. It's like one enemy, but that one enemy is like intense. Like you're like, oh my god, like I really need to worry about like what I need to do here and that sort of stuff. So it's crazy, yeah.
And when you kill him, there's a triumph. Like there's another dude, big guy in armor with a big shield and a crossbow. That crossbow will kill you in one hit. So he stops and aims, so you got to make sure you're out of the way. But while he's reloading, he'll have his shield up, but he's paying attention to reloading his crossbow, so you got to get around the side and try and take him out. He takes like 10 hits or something.
Jesus.
So it's like every time you come across one of them, there might be enemies around too.
Wow.
But every time you take one of them down, it's a satisfying experience rather than, Hammerwatch. Sure, it's satisfying setting bugs on fire.
Yeah.
Like just an endless swarm of them, but there's something special about, working to achieve one kill.
Well, it makes that enemy feel like genuinely difficult.
Yeah, like you see it on the map and you're like, ooh, let me think about this for a while. Like, what can I hide behind?
And the fact that so once you get hit, that's it, yeah?
With the crossbow dude? Yeah.
And you don't get to go back to a save point, like you're done.
Roguelike, that's another thing. It's roguelike, you're dead, that's it. And there are upgrades that you can get, so like, let's shoot more arrows, shoot quicker, poison damage, more damage, that sort of stuff. So that will definitely help, but it really comes down to you and your skill. Like there's another dude, an orc, and or an ogre or something like that. And I remember I was playing once, and I came up, I faced him off with him, and I'm like, oh yeah, just melee dude.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Yeah. Shot him in the head. He started chasing after me, and he stopped for a swing, and I dodged out of the way, and then he lunged and killed me.
He still got you?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm out of the way, no worries, and just went,
and that was it.
And then that's it. I was like, it was only the demo that I've played so far, which is awesome so far, absolutely.
So how far along into the game, does it feel like they've made? Does it feel like there's still a lot to be done, or? Oh,
there's definitely a lot of polish that can be done with it, I'm sure. Yeah. But so far, it feels like they've got the heart of it. Like the combat feels weighty. Like every shot that you shoot, you have to think about. It's not just like
I certainly thought that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think if they've got that mechanic working so well already, then I can't wait to see what the rest of it's going to be like.
Absolutely. Like I think the demo goes to it's like 7 levels and then a boss.
Wow.
So did that, killed the boss.
Oh, you got the boss?
Yeah.
How was that?
I won't give it away if you haven't played it, but it was pretty good. I had a few upgrades, so it wasn't too hard.
Wasn't too hard. I played it. Yeah. I gave it a shot after you sent it to me. Yeah, I got to the 2nd level.
Oh, good effort, mate.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Pretty awful.
Yeah, then I died.
Straight up dead.
but no, it was so much fun. Like I played probably 2 or 3 times through. Found myself getting better and better, and you start to learn the nuances of the enemies, and it's just cool that you have to do that.
Yeah, exactly right.
You can't just randomly give it a shot. Like you really have to be focused, and that's great. Like it's been a long time since I've seen a game that actually gives you that satisfaction.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's all about instant gratification. Just hold down a button and all the enemies die, and if you get killed, oh well.
Yeah.
But now it's like, make each shot count, make sure you position well before you initiate combat, make sure you know your enemies before you engage. And yeah, it's just, especially for like a pixel game, you know, like sure there are tactical shooters and stuff out there like Arma 3 and Squad and that sort of jazz, but for just like a simple 2D pixel like 8-bit game, the depth of the combat's just insane. So I'm very, very excited to see where this goes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're watching, please put in multiplayer.
Oh my gosh,
I would love. We will do a let's play if you put in multiplayer. I would love to play that. Imagine that.
We can do a let's play anyway, man.
We'll do it anyways.
I'll do it at home. I just won't record it.
But imagine that. Like that big guy comes at you, and like you both trying to get around to the right areas and try and attack him. Like then you get to put tactics back on the enemies, and like that's cool.
Yeah, draw away his fire and stuff like that. Make sure it's exposed to the other guy. Imagine the enemies that it could be.
It could become really complex.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, enemies that are invulnerable from the front, and you have to force them to get around to the back, and all that sort of things.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, man, stop it. Yeah, no, give me goosebumps. Oh, yeah, so I'm very, very excited to see where this goes.
I've never seen Barry this excited. You know, he contacted me immediately. I think, you know, you guys are doing something awesome. Genuinely, I haven't seen anything like it in the pixel space and in the roguelike space that plays like that.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
you know, it's exciting. We'll be following it really closely. So if I forced you and twisted your arm to give a rating out of 10 right now for what you've seen so far, what do you reckon?
All right, so out of 10. There are a couple of bits and pieces that I picked up on, like some of the, it's not polished enough right now, obviously, but given how good the gameplay is already, and the types of enemies, and there's like 3 or 4 enemies or something in it, they're all memorable, you know which one each one is. I'd probably go around about a 7.
Yeah.
So far, and that's with what, 7 levels and a boss. And
yeah, like I'd be happy to just play that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. My only criticism was the sound when you pick up a coin.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
If I'm getting to the point where I'm just talking about the sound when you pick up a coin,
you're doing pretty well.
You're doing pretty well. I think that was the only sound that didn't quite gel with the rest of the noises. But otherwise, and you were telling me actually that the lack of music.
That's right. Yeah. In the dungeon when you first get in there, there's no music. You expect music just because that's what's in games now, but I'm not sure if you're going to add it. It's going to be added in later. But I really quite enjoyed just the atmosphere. It made everything so tense, you know, that you just hear like creaking, water drops and stuff like that as you're walking through, and then you're like, oh crap, a shield dude, like, what do I do? There's nothing to bring down the nerves. It's just like you and him and maybe some other dudes, and you're like, how the hell am I going to do this?
It's just that moment.
Yeah, exactly right. Nothing's taken away from it. It's all there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's very, very cool stuff. So I highly recommend you check it out. It's Manaspark, and it's Behemoth on Twitter. So Behemoth.
You tell us.
Please. And on that note, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week, and stay tuned.
See you later.
See you later. Boy.
Bye. Bye.